Because I'm consistently talking about it and very interested in it, and it's very specific to me in my position right now, I went on TikTok and I asked Black women how do they maintain their sanity as a Black woman in academic spaces. And the following are responses that I received and then responses that I replied with.
Ooh, bitch, get out of my fucking way! It's Black History Month!
That last part about not allowing other people to validate, I think that's something that is key for me too, because if I allow other people to consistently validate me, I feel like I lose that intrinsic motivation that I have internally. I also place people in, I guess you could call them boxes or like subgroups. So I have associates that I can associate with, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're friends, especially if they're not Black. This also isn't to say that just because somebody is Black, I'm automatically like their friend, but I will say there is an understanding and almost like intuitive, innate connection that I do have with other Black people in academic spaces, especially if they're predominantly if we're occupying a predominantly white institution. This is another one where the last part is something that's essential and having something outside that brings you joy. Definitely outside, but also finding something within that allows you to be focused and in alignment with your purpose. I will say that they definitely do have tactics to beat you down, and I feel like that's where community comes in so you can build that strength and gain the confidence to articulate yourself in a way that is direct and concise. I feel like direct language is a Black superpower, especially when white people are very passive aggressive. Not all, but my encounter through experience and observation, it seems to be that. This is definitely essential too. That code switching is crazy because you're taught to code switch at such a young age that it just becomes like habit, habitual, and natural for you. But I find myself practicing, like, my whole ethos is maximizing my agency, no matter what that looks like as far as I am concerned. And this allows me to rebel and rebuttal against those projections that are placed onto me, especially by those that are not Black and that are white. I like that you said that I don't own other people's perceptions of self. I think that's something that's key, and it's something that you have to do and practice consistently. Like, it's not like a one-off thing where you're like, I don't own them. I feel like that's something that's like consistently practiced like every single day, especially as you occupy spaces as a Black woman in academic spaces. Yeah, this is scary because I feel like there's a lot of Black women who experience this too, but repressing that and suppressing that is not good. And I say not good because I've also experienced that, and I just feel like my nervous system, my gut, everything just like starts falling apart and deteriorating. And if I want to avoid those feelings, the only thing that I can do is express myself and express myself as vulnerable, as honestly, as directly, as concisely as possible. Being honest with myself, being honest about the experiences that I'm having, being honest about the observations that I am having around me, I feel like is imperative for the growth because I'm not about to grin and bear nothing. I feel like that's recipe for disaster. So to get out of that, inch by inch, I boom, boom, boom. This is me. This is who I am. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I think that's okay. I like this suggestion 100%. Being the only Black person or even Black woman can sometimes be very frustrating. I definitely find myself creating communities or joining communities that definitely align with who I am. I feel like creating virtual spaces, digital spaces, in person spaces, having open discussion, exchanging phone numbers, and spending time even outside of the institution, whatever space that you may be in, as a Black woman who is also in academic spaces, is incredibly imperative. I've created Discord channels, I have my Twitter, I have my Instagram, I have Instagram group chats, I collect people's phone numbers, I create group chats with people's phone numbers. I also have my TikTok, I have my YouTube channel, and then I'm not shy of subscribing to other people or following other people, especially as they align with me and are also occupying the same spaces as me. If the idea is to look for some type of community, I definitely feel like sometimes you may not find it or see it. So the next step is building it.
When they gonna see the video, they gonna be sad. I wish we could have got down with them. Damn, you damn right you wish you could have got down with us.
I'm heading out, but I want to leave y'all on this note. Anything that you need to do as a Black person, specifically a Black woman, in the academic spaces that you occupy, do it. Be your best self, maximize your agency, ask questions, be alert, be observant, and persevere. Thrive.